Hey, listen up. If you're a senior or retiree in the US, this is big news you can't afford to miss. The Social Security Administration just confirmed new payments rolling out starting January 2026, and this could seriously boost your bank account right when you need it most. We're talking real money hitting your pockets to help cover rising costs, whether it's groceries, rent, or those surprise bills that always show up. But here's the deal. This isn't some vague rumor or wishful thinking. It's official, it's happening, and you deserve to know exactly what's coming your way. Who qualifies? How much can you expect? And most importantly, what should you do right now to make sure you don't miss out? We're breaking down the full scoop, no fluff, no hype. Just straight talk about what the SSA's announcement means for you and your wallet. If you've been stressing about bills or wondering how you'll make ends meet next year, stick around because this update could change the game. This isn't just a quick cash grab. It's part of a bigger plan to help seniors and retirees tackle inflation, keep up with rising living costs, and get some peace of mind heading into 2026. So, whether you're living on a fixed income or just looking for some extra help, this video is for you. Before we jump in, smash that like button to help get this crucial info out to more seniors and retirees who need it. Trust me, sharing this could make a difference in someone's life. Let's dive in and get you ready for those new 2026 payments. All right, now that you know the Social Security Administration has confirmed new payments starting January 2026, let's break down exactly what that means for you. I know this kind of news can feel overwhelming. There's so much chatter online, some real, some pure noise. But here, we're going to cut through the hype and give you clear, straightforward info that actually matters. No jargon, no confusion. First off, let's talk about why this announcement is such a big deal. For years, Social Security payments have been the lifeline for millions of seniors and retirees across America. It's how you pay your bills, buy groceries, keep the lights on. But with inflation biting hard and everyday costs creeping higher, many folks have felt that pinch more than ever. The good news? The SSA's new payments are designed to help ease that pressure just a little, exactly when you need it. Now, you might be wondering, is this a one-time bonus, or am I looking at a bigger permanent boost? The answer is a bit of both. The SSA has confirmed that starting January, many seniors will see a bump in their monthly checks. This isn't just some small change either. We're talking noticeable increases that can really add up over the year. The government's responding to inflation and cost of living rises with a bigger adjustment than we've seen in a while, so if you're relying on these benefits, this is definitely a welcome update. But let's keep it real for a second. This isn't a free-for-all. Not every retiree will see the exact same increase. Factors like your current benefit amount, your work history, and your income level all play a role. So if you've got questions about what this means for your check, you're not alone. The key is to stay informed and be ready when your payment notice arrives. It's coming, and it's important you recognize it so you can plan accordingly. Speaking of planning, this is also a reminder to check your Social Security statement online if you haven't done so recently. It's easy to create or log into your My Social Security account on the official SSA website. There, you can see your latest benefit amount, projected increases, and any notices. Staying on top of this helps you avoid surprises and gives you peace of mind, especially when changes are rolling out like this. Let me tell you about some of the reasons why this payment increase is happening now. The SSA uses something called the Cost of Living Adjustment, or COLA for short, to decide how much your benefits should go up each year. It's based on inflation data, which basically means how much prices for things like food, gas, and housing have gone up. When inflation climbs, so do your benefits, to help keep your purchasing power from shrinking. For 2026, the COLA is higher than usual because inflation has been stubbornly high over the last year. That's why you're hearing about a bigger bump in your payments. This is the system working as it should, trying to make sure seniors and retirees don't get left behind as prices rise. But don't confuse this with stimulus checks or special one-time payments you might have heard about in past years. This COLA increase is baked into your monthly benefit going forward. It's permanent, as long as you're receiving benefits. That means your monthly Social Security check will be higher, every month starting January. Now, I know that's great news, but I also want to be clear about a few things. While the increase helps, it doesn't solve every financial challenge. Many seniors are still feeling squeezed by rising healthcare costs, rent hikes, and other unexpected expenses. The cost of living is high, and this boost is part of a broader picture, not a magic fix. That said, there are some extra moves you can make to make the most of your benefits. If you're married, for instance, there might be spousal benefits you qualify for that can increase your household income. Or, if you're still working part-time, it's a good idea to talk to a financial advisor or the SSA to understand how work income might affect your benefits. And for those of you managing other income streams, like pensions, savings, or investments, this increase in Social Security can be a welcome supplement to help cover monthly expenses. It's about piecing together all the parts of your financial puzzle to make your retirement as comfortable as possible. Let's pause here and talk about some of the changes in how these payments are delivered. The SSA has been working to speed up processing and get payments into your hands faster. If you get your benefits by direct deposit, which most people do, you should see the increase reflected automatically in your January payment. If you're still receiving paper checks, you'll see the change there too, though sometimes with a slight delay. Also, keep an eye out for official communication from the SSA. They'll send notices explaining your new payment amount before the January payment hits. These letters might look a little technical, but they're important. Don't toss them, keep them safe, and reach out to SSA if something doesn't add up, or if you have questions. Now, a lot of folks ask about taxes when payments increase. Social Security benefits may be taxable depending on your total income, so a higher payment could affect your tax situation. It's a good idea to check with a tax professional or use online tools to estimate what this means for your tax return next year. Being prepared helps avoid surprises come tax season. Another big question on many minds is whether these increased payments will affect eligibility for other programs like Medicaid or Supplemental Security Income, SSI. Usually, changes in Social Security don't automatically disqualify you from other assistance programs, but it's worth checking with your local agencies. Rules can vary by state, and it helps to be proactive in understanding how everything fits together. Let me share a quick story I heard from a viewer recently. Mary, a 68-year-old retiree from Ohio, told me how this increase made a difference in her life. She's been on a fixed income for years, and with groceries and utilities getting pricier, every extra dollar counts. When she saw her January payment go up, she said it felt like a small but meaningful victory, a bit of breathing room that helps her manage bills without stressing so much. Stories like Mary's remind us why this matters so much. That brings me to another point: community matters. If you know other seniors or retirees, share this info. Sometimes just knowing what to expect helps people feel less alone and more prepared. Plus, you might help someone avoid a financial headache or spot a scam. Yes, scams can spike around announcements like this, so be wary of any calls or messages asking for personal info or payments in exchange for your benefit increase. SSA will never ask for your password or bank info over the phone or email. Alright, so what should you do next? First, if you haven't already, check your My Social Security account online. Next, watch for any mail from the SSA about your benefits. Third, mark your calendar for your January payment date and check your bank account when the deposit hits. If the increase isn't there or something seems off, contact SSA promptly. Also, if you're worried about budgeting or managing expenses, now's a good time to review your monthly spending and see where you might adjust. That extra boost in your payment could help cover essentials or build a little cushion for unexpected costs. Remember, this increase reflects how much the government values keeping seniors financially stable. It's a recognition of the challenges you face every day. While it won't solve everything, it's a step toward ensuring your hard-earned benefits keep pace with the real world. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you that this video isn't the end of your journey with Social Security. Policies change, benefits adjust, and new info comes out regularly. Staying informed year-round is the best way to protect your financial health. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button right now. Sharing this video helps get the word out to more seniors and retirees who need this clear info. It's a small action that can make a big difference. Now let's take a moment to talk about what this increase means on a bigger scale. Millions of Americans depend on Social Security as their primary source of income, and every dollar counts. When payments go up, it doesn't just help individuals, it also supports local economies. Think about it. More money in people's pockets means more spending on groceries, medications, utilities, and everyday essentials. That, in turn, keeps small businesses going and helps communities thrive. But with all these positives, it's also true that many seniors feel like the system isn't keeping up. Some still struggle to cover rent or mortgage payments. Others worry about healthcare costs that seem to rise faster than any COLA increase. That's why it's so important to be proactive, not just waiting for benefits to increase, but looking at your full financial picture. If you're feeling overwhelmed, don't hesitate to reach out for help. There are nonprofit organizations, community centers, and even government resources designed to assist seniors with budgeting, healthcare navigation, and benefits counseling. Sometimes a quick phone call or a visit can unlock resources you didn't know were available. Now, switching gears slightly, there's also a lot of chatter online about whether this payment increase signals changes to Social Security's long-term outlook. Let me clear that up. This increase is part of the normal COLA process tied to inflation and cost of living. It's not a sign that benefits are about to be cut or eliminated. Social Security remains a critical program backed by law and supported by millions of workers and retirees. While policymakers debate future funding challenges, these annual adjustments are made to protect beneficiaries against inflation. Still, it's smart to stay informed about broader policy discussions. Being engaged means you can advocate for the program and make your voice heard when important decisions are made in Washington. Local representatives and national advocacy groups rely on constituents like you to push for sensible, sustainable Social Security policies. Before I let you go, here's a quick heads up on some common questions I get about the new payments. One big one is, will this affect my Medicare premiums? The answer is, it depends. Sometimes, if your income goes up, your Medicare Part B or Part D premiums might increase slightly, but those changes are usually small compared to the overall benefit boost. If you're enrolled in Medicare, keep an eye out for your Medicare and You handbook or official notices from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, CMS, for details. Another question: what if I don't see the increase in January? If your payment doesn't reflect the new amount right away, don't panic. Sometimes adjustments take a payment cycle or two to process, especially if you have complex situations like delayed paperwork or coordination with other benefits. Contact SSA if you have concerns, and they can check your account to make sure everything is on track. And finally, can I appeal if I think my payment is wrong? Absolutely. The SSA has processes in place if you believe there's been a mistake. You have the right to request a review, appeal decisions, and get help navigating the system. The key is to act quickly and keep good records of all correspondence. Okay, before we sign off, I want to encourage you again. If this video helped you understand what's coming in 2026 with your Social Security payments, hit that like button and share it with others in your community. The more people who know, the better everyone can prepare. And remember to subscribe or follow for updates as things develop throughout the year. In a world that's always changing, your benefits are one thing you deserve to feel confident about. This payment increase is a sign that the system is responding, trying to help, and listening to the realities you face. Use this knowledge as power. Stay engaged, ask questions, and take care of yourself. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Wishing you a safe, healthy, and financially stable 2026. Take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video.